Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Nine of Vessels and Generosity. And when I was thinking about this card, when it came up, the thought process that came through was that all your hard work is paying off. And as I look down here, at the spread, we've had a lot of hard work with the air energy. And we've got a lot of, some work with the bows, with the Queen of Bows and the Knight of Bows that came up again yesterday. All right. And, to me, that all that hard work that you've done intellectually, whether through communication or logic or reasoning, it's put you in a spot during this transitional period of working on yourself. And now you're starting to see the results of it, right? You're starting to see those happier relationships, all right? Your significant other, the relationship that you have with them, with all the communication that you've been going on with them, with all the passion that you've been talking to them about, the creativity. There's no arguments. Everything's a nice flowing conversation. A lot of respect within those, conversations, and a lot of good communication, right? And that's the success of what this card is. So, as you step out to the other side from the Six of Arrows in transition with the wind at your sails, and you're setting yourself up on the other shore, the fox comes out, and, he's running circles around you. You start to walk down another path. And you're reminiscing about all this arrow energy, the Three of Arrows, which is down there, the Two of Arrows, which is, so you got jealousy, you've got some injustice. You're not getting involved in a gossip, right? You're not getting involved in being jealous of others and having things on a different, having things, you want in a greener pasture, because it's not necessarily greener on the other side, all right? And then you've got that instruction. Whether you're the teacher or you're the student. And as you reminisce about, what's transpired in the last week and, a week to 10 days, because you've transitioned over, now you transition back. You think, I'm a stronger person. Because of all this intellectual work that I've been doing, I've had that mental fortitude where I can have those difficult conversations and not tick somebody off in doing it. And as a result of that, as you're walking down the path, the Knight of Bows, this fox, he kind of looks up to you and says, look over there. And, you look off to your right, just up ahead, about, 1 o'clock-ish, and you see this man floating. And he's got his arms open. He's got a cup in the middle, a big bowl in the middle of his lap. And you can just see the radiance beaming off of him. You can see all the other cups floating around him, right? Because this is a cup of hopes and dreams, all right? Goals, aspirations. And as you approach him, as you get closer, he welcomes you into the radiance. He welcomes you into that loving, light, all right? And you can feel the warmth. You can feel it just penetrate you. And you can feel that goodness of having not really completed something, but, on the way to completing something. And he says to you, this is the water of knowledge. This is the water of wisdom, of self-empowerment, of love, of happiness, of joy. Drink of these cups and know that you'll be blessed in regenerative energy. And as you sip a little bit of the cup and you feel that radiance, the water goes through you like a warm tea. It calms you, it soothes you, it takes away a little bit of that anxiety that you may have. And the Knight of Bows is looking at it and said, that's a great opportunity to seize. And you look down at the fox and you think, thank you. Thank you for leading me to this point. Thank you for helping me with the success in coming back on my journey. And he was like, well, I was instructed by the Queen of Bows, to stay with you. All right, so you could help influence others. And you realize all the help that you've had over the year. Over the 10, we're 10 months into this. Your journey has taken you to the World Tree a couple times, taken you to the Wanderer a couple times. You've transitioned many times within the Wildwood Forest. And you think about all the good times. You think about all the people that helped you reach this point of success on your path. Whether that's in a relationship, whether that's in a career endeavor, whether that's through a training situation. You think about the people that have helped you get to where you are, all right? And as a result of that, the man that's sitting here says don't be selfish with the blessings that are being put upon you. Don't be selfish of the waters of knowledge. Share it. Share that knowledge. Share that knowledge through that 10 of arrows and instruction. Share that love, that feeling of happiness and joy as you're moving forward on your path. Because there are times where others are going to be in need of that. And you have that gift. You have that gift of helping people out. You have that gift of teaching. You have that gift of, sparking that passion in others. You have that gift of helping them become grounded. And you have that gift of spirit, of moving you forward on your path and showing others on how to do that. And as you continue to drink from the cup, and as you continue to, listen to, this let's call him a shaman, and the fox is down there patiently waiting for you, you realize that when you open yourself up to spirit, when you open up your generosity in giving things freely, that meditation thing that you were doing, showing somebody how to do that on their own to help them become grounded, sharing that thought process with somebody else to move forward on that creative project where you have both the thought process and the creativity. Most of all, when you hug somebody else and you give them that warm, satisfying feeling of love, joy, and happiness. You open up that conduit with them. You let spirit flow through you and into their lives to help them with their spiritual walk, to help them on their path. And that's what this card is about. This card is about, opening yourself up to that conduit of universal energy and sharing and giving and knowing that as you continue to walk your spiritual path, that you're going to be protected. Protected in finances, protected in love, protected in, your thought process, your creativity. And when you can share that love, when you can share that safety with others, you embody the spirit and what it has for you. You take that to another level and you become generous with what you do have. And I'm not saying you're giving out, $1 or, helping people out, but you're just welcoming people into your life where you can share that knowledge and wisdom and love and joy and peace and happiness, serenity, right? Cups are all about emotions, psychic energy. If you can help somebody reach their dreams, if you can help somebody, reach their goals that they're doing, that's the greatest gift of all next to the gift of love. because you're taking the time to help them on their spiritual path, helping them through their challenges, helping them through their obstacles. And at the same time, you're being richly rewarded with giving off what you do have. The next card after this, the 10 of Vessels, is about happiness. Okay, all those cups are filled. The card that just dropped off was the 7 of Vessels morning, where you didn't have any water in those vessels. No hope, no life. 8 of Vessels is rebirth. So here, you've gone from this mourning process in your thoughts and creativity to a generous thought process and helping others out. Helping others out in your community, helping others out, in your family. Helping others out, with your significant other and their family possibly. And just being generous with your time and spirit. And as a result of that, this path that you're now on, the fox looks at you and, he's letting you know, what details are you missing? You're not missing any details right now. You look like you've covered it all. But the fox is a reminder that, hey, we might have to fight. We might have to talk our way out of stuff. Through that passion, through that that fire energy. And the Queen of Bows is letting him know, where do you need to be more understanding of other people's lives, of how they come about, the troubles and obstacles that they go through. By putting your hand on somebody's shoulder and saying, giving them a good grasp, I'm with you. That strengthens them. By giving them a hug, by offering encouraging words, that generosity. The generosity of spirit, the generosity of love, the generosity that the universe is out there to help. That's what this card's all about. Out of the Wildwood Tarot deck. This 9 of Vessels, generosity, is being blessed with that knowledge and wisdom. So that's today's card of the day. Out of the Wildwood Tarot deck, the 9 of Vessels and generosity. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, share it with others, give me a thumbs up. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.